Yeti microphone. There we go. Okay. Okay. Hey, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Um, yeah, it's been a while. Sorry about that. Sorry, guys. I have to adjust everything. Sorry. Do a little adjusting. I re-updated my OBS, and then all of a sudden I went live, and the mic wasn't working, so I had to go back through. And I learned that doing this long enough, you eventually start to figure things out. Hey, let's. Oh my God, you got man, everybody's here. Thank you. Got Daniel, um, Kathy. I got Kevin. Hey, Brian. Good morning. Welcome, brother. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for all you people who are across the globe. If there's anybody across the globe right now, yes. It's been crazy. Sorry, guys. I miss doing this. I really do. I was under the illusion that I would be able to do this and work a job, but the job that I was doing wasn't like we weren't doing crazy hours. It was just very intense hours. I guess the best way to sorry, I'm still adjusting here. The best way to describe my job is that when you're building stuff, you have to kind of think outside the box. And so we would come in, and the stuff we were building was big, so we had to move around a lot, and I got up and down a lot. So I found myself that I needed knee pads because sometimes we were working on stuff. I had to get down underneath stuff, and so I would have just up and down building, crafting, and sometimes things wouldn't work, and we think about how we're going to do this. And so by doing that, you don't realize that it's when you're using your brain and thinking about stuff, it is exhausting. It's like so much that when you come home from that job, you're spent, you're done, like whew. And I've loved it. Don't get me wrong. I love what I was doing and having a great time. But at the time, I realized I just came home exhausted, and I'd spend time with my family. Then we have dinner, and I'd fall asleep, and I'd do it all over again. And on the weekends, it was a nice day just to relax. I had things I wanted to do, but so anyway, again, thank you everybody for your patience and hanging out and showing up. Thank you. I have my dedicated diehard fans here today. Thank you guys so much for your support. I know that everybody has been excited about. I've been trying to later today after I get done with my stream. I want to make a introduction video for Red Book and have it translated into Chinese so I can introduce myself over there, because I want to. I think Red Note, what do they choose to call it? It's such a great, friendly atmosphere, and it really changed my perspective about where I want to travel. Because for the longest time, I wanted to go to Japan, and I know for a fact Japan is expensive, and China is just as gorgeous and spectacular, but it won't be as expensive. Flying there probably would be, but I think once you get there and the cost of living and getting around, you could get a lot more for money out there. Unlike living here, everything's ungodly expensive. So. Oh. But everybody, hello. Oh wait, guys, this is weird. My chat's not moving. Why is that not moving? Sorry, I thought usually when people text, it moves up. It's not doing that. Oh, Gundam. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. There's other people here. Mash away. Got that. Oh, there's it's Gundam is here. Hey, thank you, buddy. How you doing? No more boxes, Becky says. Today's topic is Kevin and I are going to discuss the Ninja Hero mashup. Oh, got it. After the last episode of Creature Commandos, you're going to have to make and rebuild. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I'm sorry, guys. I've been so busy working. I have not seen Creature Commandos yet. I'm sure they ramp them up and build him up, right? My plan is to mash this 3 main characters with Ninja. Okay, Daniel. Are you still working on the Xenomorph? Here's the thing. I am. I just haven't touched it. I started. It's one of those things where I'm working on it, but then I couldn't work on it because I was working. And now that I'm off, I'm getting back on the doing something as a costume. I need to build something that's kind of short and sweet. Well, I say short and sweet, but it probably won't be that short and sweet. It's going to be my Feral Ghoul, and I was going to start him today. I have been ordered to start cosplaying. Well, I just put the heat on. I just put the hot spot on you. Put the spotlight on you, Becky. That's all. The reason, Becky, because I think it's your design. It's not somebody else's. It's yours, and I was so impressed with it. Like, that's so cool. And it was a fun thing because you had the helmet, and it was during COVID, and it was shortly after COVID, right? I was just trying to do things to make money to stay afloat. It was tough, and I found that charging what I charged for those helmets wasn't even worth my time. That's why I don't do commissions anymore or build things to sell, because you never get the value what they're worth, because nobody will pay it, especially now. So maybe not the best nickname. What nickname, Kevin? Who are you referring to? 3 and match together with a theme. Oh, okay, I get it now. Oh, it was after COVID. Okay. I'm suggestible. Are you, Becky? Oh. But if everybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, there's an Instagram post I did. Oh, Tyrannus. Oh, wait, I can't. Why can't I hear anything? Oh, wait, sorry, guys, it's muted.
Foam Fanatics. 8 years of sitting at the feet of the Emperor of EVA, the Baron of Barge, the King of Crafting, the Marquis of Making, the Bob Ross of Foam, our friend Mr. Evil Ted Smith.
My dear friend Tyrannus cosplay. Tyrannus, really quickly, everybody, for you guys watching this on Twitch, I'm doing a simulcast, so I'm streaming both on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I have my chat open on YouTube and not on Twitch. So if you do, thank you again for the big shout out there, Tyrannus. But for any of you people out there who want to come and chat, please come over to YouTube. But again, everybody, thank you so much. Tyrannus, it's great. I want to get out there I want to get there from down under, Australia and China. I think it was my new target now. Australia and China I want to go to for cons. And the thing is, I don't think anybody's going to, I mean, I can't afford it, but I'm going to try to get somebody to bring me out. But I can't even get New York Comic Con to bring me out. It's funny. It says, I've learned really quickly that you just got to keep posting. I'm going to Gamescom Canada. If you guys, I finally was able to talk about that. And now I'm going to Gamescom Canada for all my Canadian cosplay. Is there anybody in here that's from Canada? No, I don't think so. I think most of you guys are all else places. But for people going to Canada, I will be there. Well, not just Canada, but Edmonton, Canada, as well be. And that's going to be awesome because it's my first gaming convention. I've done cons, but like a full-blown, strictly games con. And so I'm looking forward to doing that. And so I will be traveling for that one. That's going to be great. Looking forward to that. And I'm going to be going to St. Peter's Con in Florida. And that's coming up too. That's March. That's really close. I need to start going through all my supplies and stuff. And I just ordered a new Foot Locker because every time I travel, the TSA's guys just beat the crap out of my lockers. And so when I buy them, I have to reinforce them. And a matter of fact, these TSA locks that you put on your, I've discovered that if you just put them on, they'll fall off. They take them off and look, and they don't put them back on. So what I've done is I put a loop of fabric and I put a hole, so when they use it, it just dangles. So it reminds them to put it back on. There's so many things I've learned to traveling, and so I thought when I get that case, and then modify it. I'm going to make a video on it. It's like, make a fun little video about it and how to do it. So that is my plan, to reinforce your containers. The thing is, when I bought my Foot Lockers, they were like, again, showing how old I am, it was years ago, they were like $35. And it goes to show you the last time I bought a Foot Locker, I think they got up to 40. Like the last time I bought me, they were 40. I was like kind of groaned about that. Now, to get a Foot Locker, a plastic Foot Locker, is $85 for a plastic Foot Locker. And here's the thing I've discovered throughout my life. When prices go up, they never come down. So I don't care who's in office or what's going on and the price of food and everything. It's like, oh, yeah, nobody comes in and saves the day. Nobody comes in and gets everything and brings the prices down. Once they're up, they always stay up. Once they know they can gouge you for it. So what's going to happen is that people are going to stop. The only way to change it is that people stop buying it. Just don't buy it anymore. So, yeah. So when I get these Foot Lockers, that's why I beef them up and build them to make them durable so they don't have to buy anymore. Because that's ridiculous for a plastic Foot Locker. Whew, okay, I'm done ranting. All right, so today I have got a plaster cast head. What we're going to be doing is I'm going to make a skull cap. In the effects industry, when you make monsters or helmets or they make a skull cap, and a skull cap is something that fits exactly to your head. And the reason they do that is that when you make a mask or something with eye holes, and there's no support, you just throw it on. You guys got a cheap mask, and you put them on, and the eye holes are shifting and moving around. You're trying to wear your mask, and every time you take a step, it moves. So you can't. So you got to keep holding it so you can see through it. So what they do to prevent that from happening is you have a little skull cap that snaps onto your head, and then they build it around the skull cap so that when you look, you can see right through it. So what I'm doing on this Feral Ghoul that I'm making is hey, thank you so much. It's Attila Pavon, just subscribe. Thank you. Thank you so much for the subscription. And welcome to my live stream. That is what they determine the market will bear. Prices will go up and down. I know, Kathy, but it's like they push you, and you're absolutely right. I think the best thing was my mom when I was a kid. She told me a story. I think it happened in the 50s, or like it was when they had coffee bean. People love coffee, and coffee was cheap, 5 cents, 15 cents for a cup of coffee. And what happened was there was this something happened, and they lost coffee beans or something like that. So coffee beans became rare, and they had to jack the price up. And once they found out how much, they didn't really realize how much people loved their coffee. So when coffee was short, people were willing to spend a lot of money for coffee. And they're like, holy crap. So this was some ways back. And so once they discovered that, coffee was never 10 cents or 50 cents anymore. The sexy Batman. Hello, Ted. I got a unrelated question, but why do you prefer streaming on YouTube over sites like Twitch or Facebook? Also, would like to start streaming, and I am looking for all. Okay, fantastic. That's a great question, sexy Batman. When I started this whole thing, I started on YouTube as to do tutorials and teach and throw my wisdom out to the universe. And so my channel was the first thing I ever did, was YouTube. So I started doing my YouTube channel, making videos, and then when Twitch came along, I thought it was kind of fun because Twitch was set up mostly for gaming, and they created this thing called the creative community, crafting or whatever, and it ran for a while, but like anything else, it just, once Amazon bought it, it just tanked. The creative community kind of fell apart. But I loved streaming and chatting with people live, so I got hooked on Twitch. And so I found out that YouTube had a live streaming, and I went to it. It was really buggy. It didn't work that well. And I'm like, oh well. So I went to Twitch, and after a while, I started realizing the technology in YouTube got their live stream format down really well. And I had my OBS all set up for Twitch, so I wanted to go back where I started. because most of my fan base is here. I mean, I have a Twitch following, but not like my YouTube following. My YouTube following is the largest following I have. So when I found out that they had the live stream thing fixed up and they could start doing it again, I dropped the Twitch and came over to my YouTube. That's why I started, and now my higher numbers. And so that's why I choose the stream on YouTube, because that's where people know me from and found me on, and that's my largest following. So if I'm going to stream somewhere live, it's going to be on YouTube. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm streaming on Twitch right now for my Twitch fans as well. But if they want to chat with me, they have to come over here on YouTube. But that was a great question, the sexy Batman. I like saying that, sexy Batman. If anyone has, Kevin knows, My Hero Academia, I feel like a drop in some elements from the franchise and add some mashup. Excellent. But hey, keeps getting more expensive, leaving a lot behind who can't keep up. No, I understand, y'all. I agree. Hey, James, what's up? Also, we pay the price. They won't go down. Yeah, I know. Well, they do when we stop paying. That's like Kathy said. It's what the market will bear. After a while, people stop buying. There's a certain thing where this has been my philosophy, and I'll share with you guys, is that could I charge more for my patterns? I could, but I charge what I feel is fair, because when you guys pay for a pattern, you're not paying for the pattern. You're paying for my video, because that's mostly the most amount of work, making the pattern and stuff like that. And I have time, and it's not like I'm working crazy hours. I have a guy, my dear friend, John in Chicago, is the modifier, as you guys know him as. He does I do all the patterns, and I scan them and zap them. He cleans them up, and makes PDF files for you guys to download. And then I pay him for his time, but I put a lot of work in the videos, and so that's for my time. And then when the patterns come out, it's paying a little bit, mostly not so much the pattern. If I just did patterns and no videos, it'd be a lot cheaper. But then I think they'd be more difficult to build. So I like making videos. That's kind of my thing, and that's kind of like my brand now. I have to live with that, because no matter what I do, people always say, "Where's the build video?" So that's my thing. So it's a pain in the ass sometimes, but I'll do it. But I charge you with the pattern, and that's why sometimes the space helmet. I think the space helmet, the Colonial Marine helmet, stuff I kind of marked up a little bit, because there's so much work that went into them that I feel it's worth to ask for the price. I am unsupervising the Twitch chat. Uh-oh. Becky goes, if anybody's on Twitch, Becky says she's unsupervising. I am unsupervising. Sexy Batman says, speaking of patterns, do you prefer Pepakura or Armor Smith, or maybe something else? Pepakura, it's a skill set. You know how foam crafting is a skill set in itself. You get really good at it, and you can hone your skills. I have friends who can take Pepakura patterns and make them work for them, but you have to work with them enough to understand where the corners you can cut. I have a friend of mine, Heroes Workshop, and he's on here on YouTube. That's one of his things. He loves taking Pepakura patterns and then modifying them for foam. But he does it live. Like, he'll take it and print it and know, okay, I don't need this dart. He knows enough to look ahead and go, this I need, but I don't need these darts. These darts are designed for paper, not for foam. So he knows how to minimize them. And he's developed as a skill set, and he's really good at it. For me to start with Pepakura, oh my God, I did that with the alien head. I'm making this a xenomorph. So I printed out a Pepakura because I wanted an alien head, but I didn't have an alien head to pattern off of. So I frantically was like, oh, I had it for years. And no, I'm not kidding. I had this Pepakura alien head for years. And so I finally went, fine. I downloaded it, printed it. It was a nightmare. Taped it all together. It was huge. And so I kind of got the gist of it. Put it together, looked at it, and went, okay, I could see it. I wasn't happy with it. So now I physically had it in front of me. I saw what I needed to change. So I, cut this, change that, tweak that. And then through all that, after I do all this work, my friend goes, hey, I have an alien head. It's like he has a casting from the original, from the 70s, of the alien, and he had it. And he brings it over. I'm like, Well, there it is. Like, I'm half done now. It's like, like, it's cool that he brought it and I can see it, but I was like, dude, if I'd known that, I wouldn't have went all through his work. But anyway, here, I'll show you. It's right here. I'll show you. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, it's huge. See? So big this thing is? There it is. This is the alien head, and this is the jaw. It's enormous, oh guys. But this is here. There's the. I still have to read this. I'm gonna have the mouth opened when I finish it. I'm just pulling it right now. But there's the alien head in the works. It's a nightmare. Anyway, but this is what we're talking about today. This is a skull cap. This thing right here. This is what I'm going to do for my Feral Ghoul today. Is that when wearing this, I want to be able to move around and hold my head. So it's a big hollow thing. Hollow heads. So like in the original movie, they had a skull cap, and the skull cap snaps onto your head because it's made off of your head. So to show you, here. See, there you go. So now it's on my head, and I can move around, and I can see. I can tell you right now, I'm gonna have to make some eye holes for this thing because it's one of those costumes you can't see that great out of. So. Oh wait, somebody, I just got. Wait, what was that? Hold on. Hey Kevin, again with the $5. Thank you so much. We should write a little live action kid show, like a new version of Sesame Street, like teach critical thinking skills. Basic, I completely agree. That has been always my mission with my YouTube channel. Is that I want to get people to think outside the box. That, with your knowledge, like how can I go about doing that? And I learned a lot. Having a family and working on my house. I've lived in this loft in downtown Los Angeles, and it's just a big giant man cave. And over the years, I wanted to build the place out, so we started putting up walls and doing sheetrock and putting up shelves and things. And I started realizing what I could do, and what I couldn't. So like when it comes to plumbing, definitely hire somebody. Hey, the Bloody Baroness. We used a cozy blanket to create a paper craft patterns. We moved on through because we wanted to size adjustable. I don't know what the program we use since my husband does always takes care of that. Oh, it's like, oh, you you look scary with that on. Yes, thank you. Excellent. Thank you, Daniel. You love it, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to make it eventually. I just know what the work it's going to take to do that. I have to do it in waves. I'm going to start with the cozy blanket is a program, right? Because when you say cozy blanket, I thought, oh, let's get some cozy blanket. But yeah, my plan is to have the jaw attached to it with the mouth open. Just have the mouth open. I don't know if I have the mouth shoot out and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to mess around with that, but I'm really happy how it's coming together. There's a lot of stuff I want to do to it, but it's got a lot of work. I'm making the alien warrior, not the alien from the first film. I'm doing an alien from Aliens. So there's a lot more going on in the head. There's a lot more detail that goes on it. It's going to be a buttload of work because I'm going to do some stuff with foam clay. I'm going to make some things on it and then cover it to get that organic ribbing thing in the head. I'll make foam pieces on it and then I'll cover it with foam clay. So, which is very similar to what I'm going to be doing for the Feral Ghoul, which I have not done yet because we just been hanging out and catching up, everybody. Thank you again, everybody, for showing up. Yeah, I didn't even. I woke up late, guys. I've been really kind of just resting all this week. It's been nice having days off and waking up with you guys and saying hi and hello. Yep, Cozy Blanket is the name of the program. Really? And what is Cozy Blanket? What does it do? Bloody Baroness, can you go a little more detail? Is it a pattern maker? I tell you what, the IG robot, I understand what you're talking about because now with all these talks of the Yahtzees, um, it'd be a good time for the IG robot to show up. I have to see the episode because apparently gets an upgrade, so I might have to see him now. My gears might have changed. I'll have to take a look. And that's all I plan on ordering. So wig, mask, burn scars, and Dooku mask for my head. Oh, it's an iPad app. Okay. I don't have an iPad, so. I had this thing called a PC computer, and I have a laptop. I just bought my first PC laptop. I got tired. I had this MacBook. It was old, and just everything wasn't compatible when I go to conventions because I was like, everybody was using PCs. So I'm like, fine. So I got a PC laptop. I'm working my way through it. Hey, Kagato. Hey, Ted, missed your Anime LA this year. We were not invited. Were you not invited? Oh, no, I did. Fires keep you from going. I didn't have the power. Oh, no, Kagato. They invited me. I couldn't go because of my job. I got a job. And when I got the job and we looked at the schedules and what I was going to be doing, I realized there was no way I was going to be able to do the convention because I was going to be working. I couldn't take, because the con is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and you have to set up Wednesday. So it's 5 days. And I was like, we looked at the schedule, and that week is like the crunch week of the last couple of weeks of the build. I know that I had to be there for that job. So I was like, ugh. So I reached out to Anime LA and said, hey, man, I'm so sorry, guys. I love you guys. I can't come this year. But I want to give you guys a shout out and thank you so much. But yeah, I love Anime LA, and my daughter and I both were bummed that we couldn't go. So IG is like 7 feet. What? Of course they made him huge. All right, yeah. Oh, so it makes paper pattern. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like Pepper Carrot creates paper patterns. You know, I saw Benny Kamui cosplay, her husband. They take game models, Bloody Baroness. They would take game models, take the game model, which again I don't know how these guys freaking do it. Like I tried to ask them, somebody go, oh yeah, you have to go into the PC, and like I don't have a PC game. I have a PlayStation. That means I have to. So there's all these people, these techniques of how to grab files out of games. And I'm like, I just didn't pay somebody to do it. But there was people would take Benny Kamui's husband would take the item and then break it into a pattern and then print it, and he'd give it to his wife, and she would take it and modify it for foam. But yeah, the wildfires. Oh my God, guys, let me money. What's that, Becky? Yeah, Becky's like, what money? Yeah, I pay money to people to do stuff. Yeah, you can super rich, and it made it that boom right now. Oh, polygons, right? Yeah, guys, the fires. For any people who don't live in Los Angeles, the devastation is beyond. When people go, "Oh, you fire," it's like, "Oh, just rich people lost their homes." Like, no, everybody lost their homes. It burned areas like the size of Manhattan. Like, if you can look at a map of Manhattan, you should get a look at a map of California. You can see the devastation. Its entire cities burned down. Like subdivisions is gone. Like, I used to take these. I have my kids. I take them to this high school in Pasadena. They would go to, and all the neighborhood around it. It was a beautiful neighborhood. It's all gone. Gone. The high school's gone. Burned to the ground. Doesn't exist. Yeah, it's devastating. Yes, Becky's right. A ton of generational wealth. And what she means by that, people had homes. They're like mansions, and they just would pass it on to their relatives, their families. Like when you own a home like that, you don't sell it. You just give it to your loved ones, and you pass it on. Like, and that was the thing. My brothers and I were upset when we were back in St. Louis. My mom sold the house when she moved, and we're just like, ugh. Could have just gave it to one of us. Like, yeah. But so that generation of wealth, it's gone. Like people put money into the house. The house is an investment. It's gone. So which again goes to show what it's great for me not to own anything because I live in a concrete bunker downtown Los Angeles, and so yeah, just devastating. The insurance companies, yeah, they're assholes. Don't get me started with insurance companies. Every insurance company, they make money so they don't have to pay you back. And every time you have a car accident or something like that, or housing things, you have to get lawyers to get your money because you've been paying into it for that sole purpose, and they do everything in their power not to pay you back. So, again, I'm gonna stop. Sometimes we grab the file from a PC game. Sometimes we can search for the model on the internet and download the i3D sculpt from scratch on an iPad. Okay. Yeah, so much for the iPad. Yeah, I just don't have an iPad. Fires happen. Be careful. It happens everywhere. It's just that what happens in California is that we didn't get any rain because of this thing called global warming that people don't want to talk about. But yeah, we haven't had rain in so long. We just rained a little bit yesterday. With a little, not a lot, but. Oh yeah, Kagato. I have 3 friends I know until now that lost their homes. 3 people. Their homes are gone, just baked. Everything in it gone. It's like, man. And the thing that we learned from the fires is that I was watching. There's a house in this neighborhood that survived the fires, and they said it was 2 things. It was fire resistant, and luckily there was an empty lot next to the house, and the lot that was empty where the wind was blowing was not that direction, so it never caught fire to the empty lot. There was nothing for the ignited, and the house was designed, it didn't have any vents. There's a single vent that blows, and it's designed for the prevention because burning embers go into the vents of the house, and that's how it starts the house on fire. And this house didn't have any of these vents. It was designed with that purpose. Heat-resistant walls and one single vent that circulates air in the house, but doesn't take in, it just blows out. Yeah, it's really interesting, this design, and it did. It survived the fires. And the couple that live there are like devastated. They feel so like survivor's guilt because their house is standing and their entire subdivision's gone. Like they feel bad, like crap. Like these people lost their homes and our house is still standing. More you have, more afraid of losing it. Yeah, man. It's terrible. Anyways, I was also thinking of the Bukuru collar, the ninja bracelets, and Pugu knee pads. Yeah, I think you accent it with doing knee pads and elbow pads, Daniel. That's the best way to do it. It's either a Blender or Fusion 360 on a PC, and Apple have sculpting abilities called Numa Sculpt and much more cheaper than the PC alternatives. Okay, thank you. If you have 80 mile per hour, oh my God, winds getting. Yeah, Becky, the winds. It's like a firefighter said that 30 miles, you're a spectator. Like if there's 30 mile hour winds during a fire, you're a spectator. All you can do is get people out. There's not much you can do about it. And we had 50 mile hour winds, 50 to 55 to 100. Like it went up, and just like with that kind of wind and fire, the embers are flying like rockets. Yeah, when you see it, it's like a tornado or a hurricane. There's nothing you can do about it. It's out of control. So all you can do is try to deviate and hold it off to get people out and save lives. And dude, the deaths are very minimum. It was amazing how many people, how they really stepped up and stopped it. Beck goes, yeah, if you have 80-mile winds and you're getting embers in the vents, a ventless house isn't necessarily good for most times. Yeah, it's not the house it wasn't ventless. It was just a different system he had. It was a single vent thing, and I was watching this thing on YouTube about how it was designed, where it has circulation. It's just, but since it's in the desert or in California, it was built with the idea of preventing it from catching on fire. Old woods construction. You know what's so funny? I still am baffled that they still build houses like they did in the 1800s. Like, you still just get 2x4s and drywall. It's like a giant match head. It's like there's so many better ways of building homes. There's like these modular homes you can buy. They're prefabbed. They're not as expensive, and you can put them up in like a day. But yet they still do this whole big. It's just, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to get on the soapbox about homes. I just I can go off. We regularly got 30 to 40-mile-an-hour winds here I live, and we should see what does to regular single roofs, right? Crazy. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I just been chatting with you guys, hanging out, having a good time talking. But let's go ahead and clear off my desk, and let me grab my head cap, because one thing I want to do is I want to make a skull cap today. All right? Let's do that, shall we? Make a skull cap. Oh, hey, Robot Graphics. How you doing, man? It's good to see you, too. Yeah, I know. It's been a while, hasn't it? I apologize. I've been working, making money, which makes me very, very happy. Because when I make money, I can take care of the family. And it's this weird thing of this comfort it gives you. Like, you're not worrying about so many things all the time. There's some things I got to take care of and pay off the IRS and things like that. Got bills, things like that. But just the comfort of steady work is nice. It's just I'm trying to work how I can do, because the job I had on was fun. It's just it was very taxing, and it involved a lot of emotional energy when you go to work, and I loved it. But then I come home, I was exhausted. And that I'm not 25 or 30 anymore. I'm freaking 61, so that catches up with me too. And I'm trying to keep in shape and work and walk around and stay motivated, but I can't help. I'm getting old. Yeah, Kevin, I like money too. All right, here we go. We get some stuff here, guys. Hold on. Move this, move that. There's my notebooks. Hold on, guys. Got my earplugs. It's something interesting I've noticed ever since I've been using using the earplugs more often. That as soon as I hear a Dremel or a high pitched noise, I put it. I'm like, I'm like, the way I react to it's completely different. I'm like super sensitive to it now because I hate high pitched noises. It really bothers me. I used to be, when I was younger, would power through it. I just realized it's not the thing to do. Keep your ears protected. All right, hold on, almost there. Cleaning stuff off. Where's my glue pot? Where's my glue pot? Hold on, guys, I'll find it. Oh, there it is. Let me see how the glue's looking. Oh, excellent. Looks good. The glue looks good. Excellent. It's not dried out like a rubber shoe. Okay, hold on. Let me get my head cast. There it is, my head cast. A very young head. Ooh, so slim. There we go. Oh, sorry. Everything's a bit of a shot. Da, da, da. Gaffer's tape, this and that. So what we're gonna do? Oh, what's that? Oh, Billy Barons in Austria. We still don't build NACs in homes, even though our summers have been super hot for years now. Yeah, in Austria, so, you know, the climate is very cool. Well, it used to be, and then everything's getting warm now. But yeah, certain areas, some places just don't have air conditioning because they don't need it. Like, there's some places that never. It's crazy because growing up as a kid, in the Midwest, in my childhood from the 60s and 70s, air conditioning was a luxury. Not a lot of houses didn't have them built in. It wasn't until we got that when the summertime would come, we just opened doors up and let the air blow through. That was seriously, that was what we did for the summer. It wasn't like ACs and stuff like that. And then when it go down, it would cool off at night sometimes. But the summers got hot, and there wasn't much you could do about it. But it wasn't much for AC at all. But yeah. Okay, so let me get some aluminum foil, which is right here. All right, everybody, what we're going to do is I'm going to take some foil. So let's move the head for now for a second. I like, when I'm doing stuff like this, take some foil. Yeah, it should be it, right? And then let me get a knife. All right. Oh, now I do it. See? Keep the big ones like that. So I'm going to get some of that and some spray glue. Where's my spray glue? Spray glue, spray glue. Hold on, guys. I'm going to look for my spray glue. I think I still have some. I hope I do. Yeah, I definitely do. Let me check. All right, here we go. Super 77. What I like to do is I like to spray sometimes these tabs. Here, show you guys real quick. Get glue on these. So before you even start spraying, see that stuff on there? You can get that off. So just reach in there because that spray glue will dry, and then we go to spray. It shoots out sideways all over your hands, and we don't want that. So. Yeah, let's not deal with that. So, hold on. Let go. Here. Got it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this very lightly. Don't have to be heavy. Just spray it very lightly. I'm going to put it on the plaster head. So let me go ahead and get the head now. So. Like that. Alright, got a little spray glue on that. Put down the foil on my head. Now what that spray glue does, it just allows it to stick a little bit better to the plaster cast on my head. Like that. Perfect. Let's do the other side. Big sheet right here. A little bit over my ears, just like that. Perfect. All right, got that. So we bring it up. Now work on the front and the back, and this is where the smaller squares come in handy. See, there we go. Looking good. All right. Gonna get two more for the face here. There you go. Excellent. Got it. One more. Okay. Not that. All right. Now I got the back of the head here too. Let's do that real quick. Got a big one here. All right. Good, good, good. And then there's a couple spots right here in the back. Cover these guys and the smaller ones. All right, there we go. Got it. Okay, there it is. Now the next step is we're going to do is cover this guy with some tape. So I like using masking tape, but I think I see what I see even I have in stock. Hey, I'm sorry, catch up with chat real quick. Oh, swamp coolers. Example, you know, things stuff. All right. Oh, Ninja Scrolls. I love that. There's a movie. It was originally a series. Um, the series is pretty violent and dark, but they did a movie. They actually made a Ninja Scrolls movie that I really liked. That kind of inspired me to do my movie, I think. Hold that thought. Let me grab some masking tape. Grab tape. Do I have masking tape? I do. Alright, so. Excellent. We have masking tape. I usually use duct tape, but I'm thinking, can we use that? Yeah, let's do masking tape. Let's try masking tape this time around, shall we? Okay. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do some masking tape on this guy. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to get things set up here real quick. All right. Good old-fashioned masking tape. Just cut it straight across. There you go. Oops. Stick that. Now, being this is my head, I can definitely still do just one side of the pattern if need be, but my head's not symmetrical, but get it close enough, right? So here. Okay, got that. This. You know something, guys? I just realized something. I need to grab my phone and take some pictures of what I'm doing so I can post about it, because I got to get back into my social media aspect of things. So hold on for a second. Let me get this tape on here real quick and make sure I start taking pictures of stuff, because I haven't done that in a while. Come on, tape. Oh, really quickly, somebody talking about aging paper. Yeah, I love doing, like, you can use tea, coffee, spritz it, you know. Take pictures. I know, Becky, I'm going to do that. Let me just run down and grab my phone. I realize that that's something I'm not doing. I should add foil, take a picture of the foil and the tape so people know what I'm doing. So, hold on. Becky's right. Let me take some pictures after I have a sip of coffee. Well, guys, Becky's my work partner. I just wish she lived closer. Becky, think of all the mayhem and the building we could do if we lived closer. Sucks. I joke because all my friends, everybody I adore, I live millions of miles away from me. Yeah, Bill over in Seattle and Beverly and then my friend Sanet in New Zealand. It's like, we meet and we have such a great time, and then it's gone. It sucks, but Becky's like, move here. My wife would love it. But yeah, my work is here because the money I'm making right now I wouldn't make it anywhere else. So, but anyway, you'd love it. You can hike and pee. That part I would like. Like, hold on, I'll be right back. Let me get oh yeah, my picture, my camera. Hold on. I'm back. Let's do a picture. All right. All right, here we go. Oh, sorry guys, overhead. Let's finish this masking. Okay. That. All right, and what we're gonna do is once we get this all drawn on here, or the taped on here, I'm going to all right. Alright, fantastic. So, now that we have the pattern of my head, but yes, we're going to make it for a skull cap. So, I'm going to get my fine tip Sharpie and my flexible ruler. I love these things. I think this is probably made from fabric or whatever, but I put this up like that, and we do a line right down the middle of the head, like so. Use my nose as my center line. Right, kind of, sort of. Let's see. Like that. Yeah. Same thing again, keeping it like that. See, maybe kind of, oh, hold on. Veer off the track a little bit too much here. Yeah, it's kind of centered. That's good. I mean, I'm going to use the right and the left. I'm not going to make it symmetrical because it is my head. My head's not symmetrical. So now on the head, the curve of the skull, see how it's starting to turn back here? I don't need to go all the way. I just need to go about right here. I just want to get the skull, the shape of my skull. We'll do it about right here. That'll be the end of the pattern. For my ears, we're going to do a little opening for the ears. No need to crush my ears. So I can see what my ears are, right? Like that. And this Sharpie is dying. Hold on. Let's get a better Sharpie. Let's see if this guy's working. Right, so tell you, hold on, let me just put a little more tape underneath the eyes for a second. Alright, good. So, because I want that to be our eye holes, right? So, alright, like that. Alright. Making eye holes right there. Hold on, there we go. All right. Okay, so now the nose. Hold on, it's gonna be tricky. So let's see. It comes down like that. So let's do a bridge. Right. So that would be. Let's see. Let's run this down the nose like. Yeah, let's do it like you can see how this tapers in here. Let me think, because I don't know how elaborate. So, because I'm gonna do this with 6mm. So, yeah, let's do this here. Think about this. Get the other ear part here too. Hold on. Right. Okay, got that. That comes down. Okay, see that? I'll come here. Like that. And do some. Yeah, this needs a little. Let's do this. Try and make it match a little bit better. Yeah, it doesn't need to be that low. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to clear this up a little bit more. Because yeah, I'm debating because I want this to. It's gonna. I have these contours in here, so maybe we do this. How about this? We go like this. We're going like this, right? No, let's go higher. Let's do it like this. So, yeah, let's make the cut here on this part, like up here. No, hold on. Let's go straight like that. Ooh, it's getting out of control here. All right, so we do that. And then, so if I cut this guy straight across from here, and then let's cut this guy down like this. Yeah, let's go over this, come down. It doesn't need to be that long. Let's do this like that. Yeah, just need the bridge of the nose like that. So, and we can cut this. All right, good, good. Yeah, that's it. I got it. So let's get the boulder Sharpie here. All right. And I'm going to break this again too. It's going to be like this. Just like that, right? Come back on the skull like this. All right. And we have the ear. This guy's gonna go like this. Come straight across like that. Yeah, let's clean this up a little bit more. Let's do it like this guy, all right? There you go. Okay. So then we have registration mark here. Oh, it's finished doing this line here. Like this. Got it. All right. So now, so we do this here, and we do here, here, and here. And this guy will do there, 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 and there. You can see I'm kind of staggering them. And then going there, and then, so we're going to do, since I'm not making this symmetrical, we're going to do right and left here. So kind of match what we did over here. Yeah, see, it's more like there. That's not trying. See, no, I want a little bit farther over. Don't. Okay. Okay, so now let's do these guys. This is going to be right here, right? I'm going to do a cut here, so I'll make this a registration mark here. Do one here. And then, yeah, let's not cut these guys yet. So we're cutting this stuff out. We know this is going bye-bye, right? And the nose guard thing too. So get that. Okay. Making sure we have our marks. Okay, so now we label. This is, of course, right. So we do right here. This is right. And this is right. And this is right. So we do left, left, and left. Got it. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and cut these guys off. I like to go right down the middle first. I have an X-Acto blade and just go, since it's stone, we're just going to push right into it. Cut this paper and pattern. Come right down the middle. There we go, got that. Let's go ahead and do this side next. Cut right. Let's see, can we do more lift off? Is it? Yeah, go and cut this real quick here in the front, like this. And then we cut the eye holes out, right? All right. And then we cut this guy right here. Right here. There you go. That and come up around here. Oh, you know, I forgot to do, Becky, take a picture of it all taped up. Oh, damn it. Hold on. All right. Hold on, guys. Let me just get a picture real quick of it with the markings on it. Just stay just for a second. Okay. Yeah, some spray glue, that's fine. Got that. All right, got that. All right, hold on. Oops, sorry. I gotta finish cutting. Didn't finish cutting here. All the way down. All right. There you go. That's the right. Yeah, do this guy too. There we go. There it goes. All right, like that, and all right, there we go. That and here we go. So the next thing to do is we're going to cut out these notches. Let me see if I got my notch cutter here. We'll do this. Do the trick. Right here, like that. Ta-da! Look at that. Works better on paper than it does on duct tape. That's for sure. All right. Let's cut these notches. The one thing that we have to do on this little trick is that this is an exact copy of my head. So if I was to make this out of foam, I wouldn't be able to get it on my head. So we have to compensate for the thickness of the material I want to use. So I'm going to use, I think, let me see what I have. I think I have 6 mil. I haven't used it up already. I need here, let's take this out real quick. That. This is great. I've always done duct tape, and the notch cutter has worked so much better on masking tape. And I spent the money and got a really nice notch cutter. I used to have this little cheap one, and I finally, it got dull so quickly. I'm like, wait a minute. And I bought another one, and it got dull. So after a while, I realized maybe I should spend the money and buy a nice notch cutter. And I did, and I haven't had problems since. So that's the thing about putting your money where the mouth is. Like, you get what you pay for. Let's see. All right, got that. All right. All right, yeah, this is the, oh, there's a notch here. Gotta cut this notch out right there. Got it. All right, so right there. And notch here. Okay, got it. Let's clear the head real quick. We're gonna make these into patterns. Let me catch up and chat real quick. Sorry guys, I've been yeah, I need tutorials on how to put anime characters on scrolls. See, yeah, Becky, I took a picture. I'm gonna take a picture of the mess here I have on my desk. Let me get a pair of scissors, clean this up, take a picture. Our next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna get a sheet of foam, lay it down, and we're going to transfer these patterns onto poster board. I'm gonna show you how I do that. Where's my scissors? Here we go. Cut these guys, clean this all up real fast. Here we go. Cut this. Like that. That. And this. All right. Like that. And let's cut these eye holes. All right, there we go. So, clean this. This goes right and left, and these pennants are got that. And let's get a photograph really quick. Hold on. Take a picture. All right, got that. Okay, I'm back now. Oh, Jess had a good question. Yes, what was that question? Hold on, Jess. Where's Jesse? Does he have a good question? Oh, good question. Hold on, Jesse. Where's the question? I missed it. Hold on. Let me scroll back up and I can find Jesse's message. Would it be possible to make a stockpile of skull caps, or does each build require a specific skull cap shape? That is a great question. Yes, the skull cap I did from my alien head, I did out of 1/2-inch foam. I just used floor mat foam. I just need something big, just to hold the head in place, and I can move around. So I didn't have any consideration of the thickness of the foam. It didn't need to be, because nobody's really going to see it. It's going to be glued inside of a head, so it's just aesthetically there to hold the alien head together. This I'm making, I want it to be very low profile. I'm going to use a thinner foam. I'm going to make sure, I think I have 6 mil. I hope I have 6 mil. I'm using a thinner foam because I want to have a really tight fitting, small, low profile skull cap, because the plan is that I'm going to make a Feral Ghoul, and a Feral Ghoul is kind of like a skull, like a rump. And granted, I'm going to build up a little bit. I'm going to build the head, the skull cap first, put it onto my life cast, and then to fabricate on top of that. But I don't want it to be too thick. I want to keep it as low profile as possible. So yes, Jesse, I'm going to I want to make it super low profile skull cap, so I can build onto it and not make it. I don't want the head to be too big. And when making this, people are like, "Oh, it's gonna look too big. It's gonna look too big." I'm like, "No, it won't. It's making a mask out of foam. You can do it low profile. The thing is, it's using thinner foam. People keep forgetting you can buy really thin grades of foam. You can get 4 mil, 6 mil, like." So yeah, that's the. And so my plan is I'm going to build the skull cap first, get it positioned to where I know I can see where my eye holes are going to be, and my plan is I'm going to fabricate this Feral Ghoul, but I want the Feral Ghoul to have eyes. I don't want to use my eyes. I want to make some fake eyes. So I'm going to have some eyeballs. I'm going to get some like little plastic domes. I think I have some small little spheres, and I'm going to put them on and just below my eyes, so I can actually see out above his eyes and give the illusion of these white, like glossy eyes that they have in the game. Sometimes they're eyes, sometimes they're white, sometimes they're black, but I just want to make them to where I can actually see out. So that's my plan. So great question, everybody. Everybody's correct. That was a great question. All right. So let me grab a sheet of foam and show you what let's do next. All Got some floor mat foam. Maybe floor foam. I thought I had some floor mat foam over here. Do we have floor mat foam somewhere? I thought I had some floor mat foam, but I don't have a big sheet of this. This is fine. This will work. I think this is EVA foam. We'll use this. Hold on for a second. I have another question. It says, but now, do you have a pattern you can use for various projects, or do the pattern? No, here's the thing, guys. I have tons of patterns in drawers below me right now. I have this. One day I was at the dumpster and this big giant flat drawers for storing patterns and like paperwork and blueprints, I think is what it was for. And so I love it because I put all my patterns in there. So every time I make a pattern, I keep every pattern I have. I can't tell you how many builds I've used, other patterns I've used before. Like I'll use the pattern, like, oh, I want to do something, and I'm like, oh, this pattern I have is close to that. So I start with that pattern first, and then build out from there. But yeah, I've used my patterns numerous times. And when I make this skull cap, I have a pattern folder that says Evil Ted skull caps. But I'm going to make this and then put that in there because I have one, the bigger one for the alien head, and this low profile one, because your skull doesn't change that much. So once I make it, yeah, I keep it. So the only way I would remake it, if I was going to make like a superhero cowl, like if I want to make a superhero cowl, then I'd be more considerate about the lines and the eye holes and stuff. So I probably would still use this, but then modify it a little bit. The pattern you use in various projects, the patterns in each project. I have to use clear picnic spoons for domes on a tiny acrylic. Ladies from the dollar store. Makes a huge difference than making eyeballs. Look good. A pattern off of your molded head. Yes, that's correct. It's a life cast in my head, and so it's a lot easier to do on a pattern on a cast than myself. Becky, sad story for you. I have a dollar store. We had a 99-cent store, and it's gone because they all got closed up, and nobody came to save it. When like all the big corporations, the car companies, or Wall Street flopped, they all came to the rescue. But your local 99-cent store that people relied on for food and groceries and supplies is gone. Nobody came to save it. Nobody rescued. So they all went bankrupt and they're gone. Well, they just closed. They couldn't keep going. So they're all gone. And so there's this little dollar store down the street from me. So I would always go and get knickknacks and things for props and whatnot. So I thought, hey, it'd be fun to make a video about buying stuff at a dollar store and making something cool. So I went by my local dollar store, and as I pull up to it, there's like signs saying closed on the door. Like from afar, you couldn't tell. As soon as I got to the door, it's closed. So my last dollar store in my neighborhood is closed up. That's how bad it is, people. And you can thank Amazon for that. Anyway. Okay, sorry. Just mad. My local dollar store. Whew. All right, so where was I? Oh, that's right. Let's overhead. These guys I'm going to trace onto poster board. So what I need to do, let me get some poster board right here. Like that. Go put these guys on it. And I'm going to trace them on here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a piece of foam underneath it. Here, let's do this here. Hold on, guys. Let me do that. So I can do this. So what it allows me to do is I can pin this down. Since there's some foam underneath it, I can pin it flat. Hold on, this foam is, yeah, it's got a warp in it. Hold on, guys. It's driving me nuts. Let me fix this real quick. I usually have floor mat foam. I don't know where my. I thought I had some floor mat foam around here. Do we not have any more? I guess not. Huh. All right, now it's flat. Thank you. That, this, and I got my push pins, and I take the patterns, I lay them down, and what it does is it allows me to lay them nice and flat. And you take the push pins and you pin it so it stays nice and flat. Because that's the purpose of doing this on the foam, so you can get that pattern nice and flat. I think in the old days I used to hold it, and now I'm just like, nah, let's just pin it down. All right. That. And that. That. All right. All right. Same drill. Pin it. Like that. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. I got to compensate for that too. Hold on. And make sure I do that when I'm doing this. Yeah, I have room. Okay. Making sure I have room on this. So the trick is when you're doing this. No, this side is going to be fine. I have to do it on the other side. That's right. Hold on. So I'm going to do these guys, trace them exact, but on the other patterns I have to add a little bit of the, for the 6mm for the foam. Yeah, sorry, pin this down. That. That. And here's the tricky part. So this is the side, this is the top, right? So get this nice and flat. Like that. And we're going to pin it down and trace it, but I need to add the thickness of 6mm on here because I'm going to make this out of 6mm. Again, let me double check, guys. Make sure I have. What I do is I have a little sample sheet. This is from Cosplay Pros. And these are all the different thicknesses I have. And this is 6mm right here. So I'm going to look back here and make sure I have this thickness. Excellent. Yes, I have plenty of 6 I have plenty of 6mm. That's my favorite. Six is some of my favorite foam. A little bit thinner. You can make really cool stuff with it, especially low profile things. So like that. That and that. And okay, so do the same thing with the right. So when tracing this, this edge I'm going to add to, so I'm going to give it a little bit of room because I know I need to add to that. So let's do that. Pin this guy down like that. That. Okay. That. Alrighty. Ta-da! Fine tip. That. So now I'm tracing it Make sure you get those registration marks. Do not miss those. So important. You know, I think there's some denser. I have some dense foam. It's a little bit denser. Uh, uh, I might try that first for the skull cap because I think it'd be a better. The more rigid the foam, the better. Because I want it to be really kind of. Because in the industry, when they make skull caps, they're usually out of fiberglass. They have these tight little fiberglass skull caps that you wear. And they do the same thing. They make a life cast of your head, and they make a skull cap right off of it, so it fits you exactly. So they know that when that skull cap slips on, it's made right off of your head. All right. Mm-hmm. Well, wait. Take a picture. Hold on, guys. Need to take a picture. Taking a picture. All right. Getting back to doing social media again. Because when... Oh, wait. I can't unpin these yet. See what happens, Ted? You're getting ahead of yourself. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Hold on, guys. Hey, Brian, real quickly, dude. I hear you coming from, but no political, no talky here on that shit. Because here's the point: we all tried, we did our part, and we lost. And now it's going to be like this for 4 years. So this is where I come to just relax and create and make stuff, and no need to debate all that stuff. So I understand where you're coming from, brother, because I feel you. But right now, let's just relax and focus on this pattern and have a good time. There's other formats you can talk about that stuff, but not here. Because as my wife would say, Ted, relax, because I get fired up. So everybody, please, back to cosplay. No, dude, I understand. Trust me, I feel your pain, brother. But let's just not here, okay? I love you guys. Let's. My fault. No, dude, I understand. Dude, that's what I shouldn't have brought it up. It's my fault, not yours, sir. I'm the one that brought it up, so don't worry about it. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to tracing, shall we? All right. So, all right, this one, has this one been traced? It has. Okay. So let's move this one. All right. Okay. So, got this, got that, this, and that. Now, again, somebody used to ask me, early days I made these videos, they're like, why do you make them twice, Ted? I'm like, excuse me? And they're like, oh, you make a pattern and then you trace it and then you put it on the poster board and then you do. I'm like, and I always try to explain to people, just like we were talking about earlier, is that when I make a pattern like this, sure, I could take this and just draw this right on foam and call it done. And then it's gone. Then it's trash. And that's the point, is that I do this to put them on poster board so I can keep them. That's the whole purpose of going through this extra step. In the early days of my videos, I'd always make these out of, I would transfer the patterns, and people were like, why are you transferring them on the paper or poster board? And I said, because I want to use them again. And so, and I have folders and files, and they're all over my, yeah, I got to organize them too. It's a bit of a mess. So this is why I do this part. I lift it up, and I label this one left. Oops, wait a minute. How they did not get traced? How does that always happen? Sorry, guys. I missed a spot. Hold on. Okay. That's the left. Make sure I have all these guys traced, right? And that is the right. Left, and then right. Okay. There we go. Now, yes, these are trash. I throw these out because all the work has been done on this. So separate these guys really quick here. That. Okay. What's this here? All right. When cutting these guys out, that helps you clean up the pattern too a lot too. So you just get the knife, scissors right on the edge. That cleans up all the wiggly lines so you can straighten things out. That, and then same thing here. Right, and this. Oops, sorry guys, my mouse keeps moving. Hold on. That says Sunday mornings, Ted Trayson patterns. This is the new Bob Ross chilling and watching. Thanks, man. Thanks, Steve. What's up? How you doing, man? Yes, I am cutting these guys out right now, and we're going to extend on the pattern to make it a little bit bigger to fit my skull, because I made it right off my skull. So I need to make it a little bit larger for it to fit my skull. And that, good, got that. This is going to be good. I hope so. Yeah, now I realized, look at the 6mm. This is really dense red film. This guy gave me years ago, and I never used it. And I think it'd be perfect for this particular build. So I'm going to use that instead. But I have to modify the pattern first. I got to extend it a little bit. And unfortunately, guys, I need to probably run downstairs and use the bathroom real quick. I need to be able to concentrate, so. Okay. Snack time. Good comparison. People always call me the Bob Ross of foam, but most of the foam fanatic. Hey guys, really quickly, if you want to get one of these shirts, where can you get these? You can click on the link below, the Teespring shop down below my videos on YouTube. You click on that, buy a shirt. I have several shirts. I have the Foam Fanatics, It's the Passion, Not the Talent, Evil Ted channel, and Coffee Talk, which I'm bringing that back. I'm trying to get to where people, I'm going to get to buy a shirt, buy my stuff. Buy my stuff. It's like Krusty's battle cry. Buy my stuff. I'm going to hold on, guys. I'm run downstairs really quick, go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. We're so close, because once we trace this, glue it together, and then put it on my head, it'll be like ta-da. So it's gonna be. Oh yeah, we're doing great on time. We're doing good. Hold on, I'll be right back. Please stand by. All right, guys, I'm back. Let's do this overhead. All right, now the I can tell this is the front, right? Yeah, that's good. Right. This is the part that goes the top piece. I cut this. Now, cut that. Now, when cutting, you notice I'm not really obsessive with the lines because, yeah, you don't need to. This is where we need to extend. So we do the, because this is the front. I'm pretty sure it's the front, right? Yeah, it's the front. Okay, good. That's the short part. So like this. And yeah, so. That's right, it goes like this. So this is the part I need to cut on the inside. All right. Got it. Now, 6 mil, right? We were talking about doing. Let me grab this. I have this denser foam. Let's grab that really quickly. Take a look at them. I think we might go with this stuff. It's a little dense and rubbery, and it's almost. It looks like more like 8, to be honest with you. So I just split the difference, like. It's like a little bit of a. So I just need to do half of this. So, with that being said, that is roughly. Let's get a ruler. Oh, sorry, guys. See, what I do is I take this material, right? I look at the thickness of it, and it's almost like it's a 16th, right? But it's like a quarter inch. So we need to do half of that, so like a 16th. So it's going to do on the outside of that, like this. So my dots right there, and there. There. Because once all you have to do is that when you glue this together, it'll make it the thickness it needs to be. I don't want to do any more than that because it'll make it too thick. So just half. That. And I'm only doing the sides that with the two sides touch. Oh, I realized I need to do that. It needs. I totally forgot. This needs to happen here too. So I premature. This is the part that needs to be extended as well. So I need to extend that. I totally forgot. Hold on. There's an easy fix to that. Where's my glue? My glue. Hold on. Yeah. So let me finish this real quick. Sorry guys, I'm getting distracted. Gotta focus. That. All right. right, got it. So I have my little French curl. I love this thing. It's a flexible, and it allows you to line things up and do clean lines. And that's what I'm doing right here. Instead of trying to freehand it, I can just line it up like this. See? Like that. And go. See? And then come here. Alright, he's lined up like that. And then right here, like that. And there. There, perfect. Next one. All right. Oh, this is getting a little wacky here on that. Yes, I can just follow it with a pair of scissors. Sorry. Growing impatient. This is cut. Yeah, I can just follow marks like this with a pair of scissors. Mm-hmm. Okay, now it's notch cutter time. And my notch cutter, bring this back up so you guys can see. All right. Oh, hold on. I realized I gotta add and didn't cut this one, so I can. Don't worry about this one. So I can do this. Got that. But this one did not get. I cut this one too short. So hold on, let me fix that really quick. What I usually do when I have a piece of poster board and I cut too much off, instead of retracing this and doing it all over again, I take a little dab of wood glue, which I have. Hold on, let me grab that real quick. Anyway, so hold on, wood glue. All right, here we go. Put a little glue on this. All right, got it. So put a little wood glue. You come right here and just go underneath the poster board. Just push it. Now the trick with the wood glue is really thin. You just dab it and smear it, and it just bonds the poster board together. So therefore, you have a little extra addition. You can just cut it and fix the problem. And this is just a great quick fix, and also saves you from cutting the pattern all over again. So helpful. Anyway, let's do that now. All right, like that. then all right, there it is, done. So okay, got these cut out. Okay, now, where was I? That's right, notch cutter. Okay. Notch cut right there. Boom. Got it. All right. This, that, that, and that. All right, let's go right here. All right, so that, and we go. That and that and that. All right, fantastic. All right, hold on. Another photograph real quick, take a quick picture. Take a picture, take a picture. All right. Got it now, the phone. Right, I just realized something really quick before I forget. Just getting a habit of doing this. I still know this, but if I come back to this pattern a year from now, I'll forget. So this is the front. So this is front. Front. Got it. All right, so let's go ahead and trace this. And I got my blocks right here. Yeah, let's get a Sharpie, a bigger Sharpie. I'm not wasting my time with this. There you go. Yeah. All right, got that. And again, label it so you don't forget. Left, front. Here we go. All right. Like that. 1, 2. That. That's front, and this is right. There you go. Now you notice when I'm doing this, I always try to tuck it in as close as I can. I always get the maximus out of your foam. Oh, hey. Oh my god, Artcore. Artcore. I love Artcore. I haven't talked to Artcore in ages. Hold on. Hold on. It says Parkin Quins and Artcore say hello on Twitch. Hey guys, really quickly guys, Parks and Quins stream. I don't know, but Artcore is a streamer and a hardworking young cosplayer, and I think that I just saw them recently, and they talked about like they have to get a job, like they love what they do, like I do. And Artcore, if you're watching this, my heart goes out to you because I did the same thing. I got into this, loved it, sustained it, made a living at it, and then the economy, and then COVID, and so both of us, Artcore and I, had to go back. And I know Artcore is looking for a job, and they're very skilled, but they're looking for a job, and I had to go back to work for the same reason. What we do is fun, but it's exhausting, a lot of work, and all this work you put into, and the rewards, it's not so much financially. So my heart goes out to you, Artcore. Thank you, and thank you for sharing on social media, and reaching out to people, and letting them know the reality of the world that we live in. So I love you, Artcore. I met Artcore at my very first convention, which was Epicon. It was Epicon in Germany. And that was the first one, and I met Artcore when they were a young, up-and-coming cosplayer. I'm sorry, guys. Overhead. Sorry. At this side. Oh, by the way, Artcore, please don't be a stranger. Reach out anytime. Just to chat or have advice on things. But I've been doing this a long time. So if you ever want to talk or vent, you let me know. I am more than willing to listen. Because we're both in this crazy field. I mean, Artcore is more of a I'm more of a maker. Artcore does both. They are a maker, and they do cosplay. I don't cosplay as much as I'd like to. It's I don't travel, because costumes are just a pain to travel with. And if there's local cons, the only local con I go to is Anime LA. That's the only times I really dress up, you know. Or I go to another convention like Monster Palooza. I love dressing up because I don't have a booth. I don't have to worry about it. I just can walk around in my costumes and just hang out with people. It's fun. All right. Now, but wait, this is left. Yeah, this is right. Right, left. That's pretty easy to figure out. Okay, so now, again, now that we have these on poster board and they're labeled, these are good. You can hang on to these for next time. So put these aside. Oh, was it? Oh, sorry, guys. My chat's being crazy over here. Gwen says, Artcore says they miss your face. And thanks. He's like, no, I miss your face too, you nut. It's been years. I always kept thinking I'd be right back to Germany again. And Artcore, bless her heart, was some convention. Was it Comic-Con Germany, I think it was? Or one of those cons. Her and a bunch of friends wrote to them saying, hey, we'd love to have you all Ted. They did it so much the con went, yeah, we get it. We get it. You want Evil Ted. Leave us alone. Like, They said, we already brought Ted out. Well, you know, we like to bring other cosplayers out too. The fact that people overwhelmingly asked for me so much that the con got irritated with them. So I want to say Arcor, thank you, because that was awesome. And they didn't bring me back out. That was years ago. Like, oh, well, we like to rotate people, and they never brought me back. That was so great. She was like, she told me on Twitch, she's like, oh yeah, they got mad at us. Like, are you seriously a con? You get mad because people are asking for a particular. It's like, is that con still around? So funny. Yeah, they got so overwhelming. They got irritated by it. Like, hey, it might mean that they like having me as a guest, guys, but instead they're like, no, we have a way to do things. We do it this way. Like, all right, fine, whatever, guys. We want to get other people. Like, all right, you do. I think they brought Allison Tabitha, which was I think it was her first big international thing. Allison Tabitha, too, another great cosplayer I'm a big fan of. And, overhead. Allison, I got the Gamescom Canada because I think they reached out to her, but she suggested me out of the kindness of her heart. I think it was really nice. And whether she's going or not, but the fact that she offered and said, hey, you guys should check out Evil Ted, I was very, very taken by that. I said, thank you, Allison, because that was very nice of her to do. I don't think otherwise they would have, but that was nice. All right. As I'm cutting, guys, you can see I'm cutting on the inside of the Sharpie line. Perfect. Okay. That. Oh, this is exciting, guys. Moment of truth. We're getting close. Going to. I don't know if you can heat curl this stuff. You know something? I'm just going to go ahead and glue it together first and stuff it on my head fit. And once it's glued together, I'll let the glue dry and I can heat it up and shape it then. Yeah, I think I'll probably end up doing that. I'm not going to try to heat curl this stuff yet. It's really dense, really rubbery. I like it though. So. It's really durable stuff. All right. Okay. All right. All right. That again, kind of the inside Sharpie line like that. All right. That. You know, I forgot to get pictures of the mat. I'll take a picture of them all cut out on the red foam stuff. All right. This is where you get to the tight curves. I like to use a craft knife. So this blade's pretty old. Let me just swap this out real quick. Get a new blade. Again, people, I can't tell you enough. Take the time, buy some blades, buy a bunch of them. Buy them in bulk.
Ah. I opened it upside down. Good job, Ted, here. All right. Okay. Tighten it up. Got it. All right. There we go. So, craft knife. Man, just can't beat a sharp blade. I tell you that much. I think that. All right. Cut out the eye holes. You know, I have a feeling I might have to make these eye holes a little bit bigger, but we'll see. You're not going to know until you put it on, right? So. Okay. Oh, hold on. I'll get these eye holes cut out. Circle. Alright. Okay. Ear holes. Alright. Oh wait, what's this? You're coming to Peoria Con. Oh my god, dude. I would love to con, Brian. Trust me, any con. Like, I like traveling, but I always tell people, I don't have, it's not my power. I don't have the power to bring myself to conventions because the conventions bring me. They always bring me out. People always like, hey, you should come to this convention. I'm like, I tried that. They don't care. They reach out to you. You don't reach out to them. And I learned that really quickly. I spent a year with my assistant Peter. We're like, hey, we're gonna get proactive this year and reach out to cons, and we did. And then everybody was like, yeah, no, don't call us. We'll call you. Like, oh, okay. So we stopped. So this is right. Okay, this is right front. So we glue, and then we. Wait, was there a notch on the front of that? Where's the notch? Oh, you know something I forgot. There's a notch. Where's that paper pattern? There's a notch on the front that I missed. Hold on. Hold on. Where's those patterns? I had them. I was going to throw them away, but I didn't throw them away. I just tossed them aside because here's my paper pattern, but there's a notch for the nose on the front. And I think what happens is when I traced them onto poster board, I think I may have missed it because you can see it on the nose here, but not on the, yeah, yes, yeah, never mind. The deal is it goes here. Yeah, I'll show you. I can see where it goes. It's basically right here. So there's a notch. It's supposed to line up here. See? So that's this guy. So it's basically it's trying to force something here. So like this. That's a registration mark. Got it. So do that. Front. Same thing with the left. Right there. Got it. Okay. All right, problem solved. All right, let's go. Let's do the right side first. All right, we're gonna glue the side. These guys like this. and glue on this. Let me get one thing I've learned about cement and contact cement, that is, over a duration of time, it settles on the bottom. So when you have a glue pot, I take a stick and I like to stir it up, because if you don't, it has a tendency to settle. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah. Because glue will settle. It's crazy. Oh, some Becky sent to me. Hold on. Artcore says the hold on. Some art. What did Becky say? Artcore says the con is still around, but their bosses are absolute awful person to talk with. Yeah, that's. When you have conventions, you have people like that running it, they're on a downward spiral. So you can't keep running stuff and being jerks to people when there's something always change ownership. Something you always like, and all of a sudden something changes. You're like, oh, what happened? And it's because it changes ownership. Somebody else gets in charge and running it. So that's what usually happens. Happens to conventions a lot. So, yep, sad to hear that. All right, well, okay, got this. Sorry, I'm brushing some glue. Let me turn my fan on really quick so I can blow my face. Where's the switch for that? Hold on, guys. I can't find my switch. Yeah, guys. It's like the same thing that happened to Twitch when Amazon bought it. It was a really great thing for creative and people running it and stuff, and then Amazon took over. And they're in it mostly for gamers. All right, so hold on. Got this, got that. Some glue. I have to remind myself to take a picture before I glue these guys together. All right, hold on. Got that. Mm-hmm. This stuff is more rubbery than foam, so I might be able to get away with just doing one good thin coat, because usually you put on 2 coats with foam. I tried non-toxic glue. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, the stuff that makes it toxic makes it work. I've tried so many non-toxic glues, and it's just garbage. And I've had friends work with it, and they say, oh, you just have to do multiple coats. It'll work, but you have to do like 4 or 5 coats on something to get it to stick. And the thing is, oh, we have great glue. It's non-toxic. Yeah, it's garbage. That was my experience dealing with Barge Cement. I did a sponsored video for those guys. And I reached out, made a deal with them. They paid me money. And then I was like, hey, I want to promote your glue. So give me a link for the where you want me to sell it. And they're like, oh, here's the link. And I was like, wait, that's not the glue I use in the video. It's non-toxic. That's the non-toxic glue. And they go, well, this is what we want to sell. We want you to promote that. I'm like, I'm not going to promote something that doesn't work. You never said that. Like through the entire conversation we had, I said I like your cement. I showed you the cement I like. You know, I used it in the video, and then you're like, oh, here's the glue I want you to sell. I'm like, well, that's what I used. So yeah, I had a little issue working with those guys because they wanted me to peddle the non-toxic stuff, and it didn't work. And in my video, I used the glue they sent me. Yeah, just a mess. Anyway, it's ridiculous, just ridiculous. What it was just he was a salesman, and he just didn't get it. And it was amazing that you guys. I said, they're one of those companies that like they don't really care about cosplay because they sell industrial. So yeah, we're fine. We sell to leather factories and shoe stores and blah blah blah. But we don't need another audience. We don't need more. We don't want to make any more money. I'm like, all right, fine. And the thing that was so funny is Bill Duran and I had the same conversation, and we both met and said, did you talk to that guy? Yeah, we both had the same opinion about him. Like, the guy does not get it. Like, nope, does not, nor does he care. I don't think it's not the same guy anymore, because in corporations, anybody who's in charge of sales, they rotate them constantly. They're always trying different people. You go back next year and you talk to somebody, it's somebody completely different. All right, let this dry. Let's speed this up with a hairdryer, shall we? Like I used Wellwood, but it dried out in the can. Well, you got to put the lid on tight, dude. Like any contact cement, doesn't matter what brand it is. Use it. When you're done, you got to put that lid on tight because the vapor content, it vaporizes and it'll dry out quickly. So when you're working with contact cements, people, I know Arcor told me a story. She had something she was working with, like a contact cement, and she was in her bedroom or something like that, and she forgot to put the lid on. And she goes out and she came back, like her room, she's like, oh my god, the vapors were so strong. She had to open up windows and air the whole thing out because it's drying out so quickly. The vapor content's very high, especially on barge cement. So on the contact, same thing, but when you're using it, that's why I have a glue pot and I keep the lid on very tight when I'm not using it. But it does over time will dry out, so I always have a can of thinner I use to keep it. Barge cannot sell the good non-toxic stuff in California even. Tandy aren't allowed to sell the general public. Sometimes to go government bans. Yeah, it's the ocean. They're really strict out here. It's ridiculous. I used to be able to buy it all the time, and I finally just gave, because barge became more and more difficult to get, and I just gave up on it and started using Wellwood. Yeah, I use Wellwood too. Wellwood's fine. Matter of fact, I'm sponsored by Wellwood. DAP, basically. DAP, the company that makes it. Okay, here we go. Overhead. Now I'm going to line this guy up like this. All right. And these two line up like this. Got it. And then we come in like here. That, see? Now again, it would probably take better shape if it was softer foam, but I want to try this stuff out because I really think once I get this together, I might be able to just let the glue dry and heat shape it then. Look at that. Because once the glue dries, you can heat it up. The thing with contact cement is that when you're gluing things together and you're heat sealing and stuff, you got to wait a little longer, about 45 minutes, to do a heat gun because the heat will reactivate the glue and it'll start to come apart on you. So that's why I'm going to do this now and put it on my head, and then later on when the glue is completely dry, I will come back with a heat gun and shape it. But I think this might work because it is the shape of my head, right? So, all right. All right, there's one side. It's coming together. Sorry, was that who asked that? Was that Krim? Somebody asked like how. Yeah, I can you buy barge thinner. I think I bought barge thinner from Amazon. I just get barge thinner in a small can, and you can add it to glue, and it does work really well. Okay, let's go to this side. Hold on. Now I'm gonna do the left side. Line it up. Got it. There we go. That's it. Doesn't seem to line up very well. I guess that is it, right? Just gotta push and pull, line it up like that. Got it. All right, good. When things don't line up, you just gotta push and pull. Got it. And this guy can't have. Oh, there's no glue here. That's why it didn't stick. I missed a spot. Hold on. Yeah, that can do it. So, all right. What I'm doing, as you guys can see, I use my thumb as a barometer, keeping track. And those registration marks, make sure they line up. If they don't, push and pull to get them to line up. All right. So far, I'm not having any issues with this right now, which is good. All right. And all right. Yeah, got it. Now, let's start with the back. Line her up. Got it. Mm-hmm. Got that. That hold. Wait. Now, hopefully, the dimensions I added will compensate for the thickness of my head. And yeah, these eye holes look really small. I'm just by looking at them. I might have to go back and make these a little bigger. But hold on, this is this. Yeah, let me get a hair dryer real quick, guys. Just, yeah, stick. All right, got it. Now, like that, and all right, there we go. Again, this will probably come together a lot better when it's heated. Okay, the moment of truth. You guys ready? Here we go. Oh boy. Let's see if this works, all right? Oops, sorry, it's my microphone moved right here. Ta-da! There it is. I did not get a picture when it was all red foam. I forgot to do it. Anyway, better try. Check it out. Yeah. I'll tell you what, to be honest, I could have gone a little further down on the back. But it's going to serve the purpose. I mean, it's definitely... yeah, it's going to work. It's going to be perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Yeah, I need the eye holes to be a little bit bigger. I can tell right here. I've got to grind these guys out. So the bridge of the nose. But not bad. This is exactly what I need to start for my feral mutant cosplay. Because I'm going to start to fabricate. And when you're fabricating something, you need to build it onto something so that when you're done, you can lift it off the head form. And so I'm going to make it to where I'm going to build onto it so I know where my eyes are and things like that. So, yeah, it's success. Yeah, I could have gone further. So. But yeah, this is great. Let me take a Sharpie really quick. I'm going to cut these eye holes. Because it's originally, it needs to be bent in more. I will definitely take a heat gun to this. I tell you what, before I do any cutting and dremeling, let me just let this sit and we'll heat it and shape it more. But everybody, again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It's been a blast. So we're going to this thing. Oh, Mellow Mind, thank you for coming. Thank you. Hey, Mellow Mind, what's up? Walking Dead. Also, guys, big shout out to my German friend Artcore. Thanks for reaching out. Thanks for joining us. Next time, come into YouTube Live and chat. I'd love to chat with you. If you get a chance, you can reach out to me on social media. And if you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the support. Sorry. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I am working on videos right now. I have a video a while back I was working on before I took the job. The Mega Man helmet, I'm going to get back to that. But everybody, thank you for coming today. It was really nice when I got to log in into my live stream. So many people were waiting, which was wonderful. The fact that people were coming back. Thank you for everybody for your patience and stuff. So I appreciate it. And yeah, this came out right. It worked. So guys, I will catch you back next Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time right here on the Evil Ted channel. And if you really like my channel, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, leave comments below. And while you're shopping, go to my website, eviltedsmith.com, click on my Amazon link. Because I know you guys all shop on Amazon, right? So what you need to do is go to my website, click on my link and bookmark my link. When you bookmark it, therefore when you shop, with no extra cost to you, I get kickback from that. So that's a big help, guys. So if you do any shopping through Amazon, please go through my link, and therefore I get kickback for it. And it helps me a lot, especially in these upcoming times. Things are going to get crazy. So supplemental income would be nice. So after you go shopping, click on my Amazon link. Would be awesome. And don't forget, buy my merch. I got some stuff in my store and my Teespring and my merchandise. Got mugs. I got patterns on my website. So please. They're reasonably priced too. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Take care, and I'll see you next Sunday.